Peace, family. Welcome to Black Star TV 2.0. It's your boy Black Star. Today we're gonna get into this early hip hop pioneers and have them explain to us how what they from their perspective of um, how hip hop started. We're gonna listen to two Latino rappers that was there from the very beginning, and we're gonna see what they had to say. If you not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe. If you already subscribed, thank you. I appreciate your support. And we're gonna get into it. Let's get into it. Let's rock. Let me share my screen real quick. So we're gonna get into. I'm gonna get at Whipper Whip first, and let him break down how he's the first Latino rapper and what he's seen and his his version of this hip hop thing.
Now, for those, because we got a lot of people who weren't necessarily around back at the time and, they didn't know about the tapes and all of that. Why don't you give people a little bit of your history, the group that you were in, and, you know what I mean?
The groups.
You said the groups, okay?
Wow. Well, first and foremost, with the Whip, Bronx, Puerto Rico, first Latin to make it happen in rapping. Started out with DJ Casanova Fly and the Mighty Force Crew. The Boogie Down Bronx.
And Casanova Fly would be Grandmaster Cats. All right.
Man, from there, I mean, we did. I was in a couple of groups, I was in a Gestapo crew in Manhattan with my man Dr. Rock, Salt Pepper, me and Dr. Rock. I had a short stint with Cool Herc, rocking for him after I left Cass for a minute, and then landed in the Copress Brothers lap. And from the Copress Brothers lap, we're straight to Fantastic Five. Therefore, Fantastic Copress.
That's where I know you from Fantastic Five. When you was in Fantastic Romantic Five, we are the crew to make it come alive. And when you're around, man, what? What? Stop it. So yeah, man, like, so right now, man, I'm sure you've heard this. There's a whole big debate as to, exactly what was going on back then. Now, you just called yourself the first Latin in rapping.
Make it happen in rapping, that's right.
Make it happen in rapping. What year did you get into hip hop?
Like I said, I was up there in 78. I was carrying crates for Cass like 77. Disco Wiz and A1 DJ Mighty Mike, and I didn't really touch the mic until 78. Which
now who got you into rhyming and all of that? Who
watching guys like Melly Mel and Kid Creole? That's what really got me going. I always said Mel, but it was the way that Creole just rocked that echo chamber.
Now, if he's saying he's the first Latin rapper, that's why I told you when I was arguing with Blizz, and I said when I was debating Blizz, I don't want to say I was arguing. When I was debating Blizz, and I said, yo, name the creators of the 5 elements of hip hop, because he kept bringing up the 5 elements. And I'm like, yo, if you have to name a person who started one of the 5 elements, each element is always going to be a foundational Black American. And again, y'all, they came, but they got influenced by us. We created it, foundational Black Americans. We created it, and everybody else just added to it. And we appreciate y'all.
That echo chamber was a motherfucker back in the days, wasn't it?
Hand switch.
Like the echo chamber was a skill in itself. Like I used to be like, who's working the echo chamber? Because they used to be like certain tapes, man. It just used to be so precise, y'all. Like, oh man, you just crispy. So he was one of the dudes. See, you putting me on to something right now. So Kid Creole was a master of the echo chamber.
Yes, he was. Yep.
And see, the only one that probably like new school people could identify with that echo chamber sound would be Greg Nice. Greg Nice kind of always retained that echo chamber sound in his raps. Like he'll write his raps with that that echo chamber style.
N-I-C-E.
Right, like play to sax, like love to Max, like yo. Shout out to my man Greg.
And it was crazy. 1 second when DMC said, "What got him when he heard Shaw Rock on the echo chamber because she used the echo chamber." She was another one. Shaw was bad with it.
Shaw Rock.
I don't know who was rocking her shit, but I know Creole was rocking his own. I don't know who was rocking Shaw Rock's chamber.
So wait, and when you're doing this, what they got some sort of thumb?
Yeah, a little hand switch. We made the switches. We used to use the AFX racetrack button.
Say word.
Hook that up to one of the quarter-inch speaker plug. Throw that sucker in the chamber. It gets y'all. That's what you call hip-hop, baby.
Wait, now, who did that? Like, who was the first one to do that?
I saw Creole did it first.
Creole was the first one to take the racetrack shit and hook it up to the...
It looked like a racetrack to me. A lot of people did light switches, too.
Right.
We not to turn on and off. But the AFX was the easiest because it's just one little button and you just hold it and you're good. So you let that sucker go, it's like,
Right, so damn, we got brothers creating inventions and shit inside hip hop, because I remember when niggas, when I first discovered that you can rhyme through the headphones.
Oh, I remember that too.
Just get the headphones and the mic thing. Now the headphones is shit slow. Rock up, bro. What? And I was like, yo, that's crazy. Like,
now listen,
we know who might have been one of the first to do.
And I don't want to get all the way into it. If you want to watch that again, that's this is Lord Jamar's channel. So but yeah, see, he's absolutely telling you that again, he was influenced by a foundational Black American. Now I want to get into this because this is another Spanish dude. What's his name? Rubie D. We're gonna get into him. Rubie D.
All right.
Just turn your phone sideways. Just put it close to your face. Just turn it sideways. It would most people is on.
There we go.
He got the Willy Wonka golden ticket.
There we
Now,
go.
these the kids. I know.
Rubie D, how are you, my brother?
So what's going on, sir?
Can you hear us?
You hear me? Okay.
Yeah, we hear you. Can you hear me?
No.
There you go.
I'm here.
Okay, that's what's up. What's up? All right, we got Rubie D up in the house. Why don't you just introduce yourself real quick? Tell the people a little bit, you know what I mean, where you from, what you represent in this hip-hop game and all of that.
Man, yeah, here I am. I'm this MC Rubie D. You know, fantastic problem seed. Along with Prince Ripple Wood right there. I see him. Oh, y'all got Yankee hats on. I just noticed that.
It wasn't a conspiracy. It just happened that way.
Natural.
Yeah.
Gotta represent the Bronx Bombers.
See, now you just got a little more Puerto Rican. It's very crisp.
Did you guys hear me?
All the cameras. Yours is the most times mine.
Well, we like to be seen. What? No, that's me. I had to cut my phone down.
All right, here we go.
I'm watching your feed while we was talking. That's my fault. Say, Rubie. Okay.
Can you hear us, Rubie D?
Yes, sir.
How was it to be one of the early, you know what I mean, early Puerto Ricans in this hip-hop game, man? Like, because you was a pioneer. Hip-hop wasn't something that a lot of Puerto Ricans was doing at the time, correct?
That is correct. It was an experience, you know, just something that I just had to try it, you know. And
how did you get into it? Who introduced you to hip hop? What got you? Who got you rapping?
Well, you know what? I was coming from a baseball game in St. Mary's Park, and right there at my father where AJ and them lived at, they were playing. There was some music. I didn't know it was them. There was music there. And I'll be honest, you know, a nice, beautiful young lady walked by, and I followed her in. And as AJ was cutting the records, I could already envision when the next cut was coming in. And, you know, I'm just kind of like, close your eyes and you know it's coming. And in one of those moments, I looked up and he called me over. And, you know, I like to go at the block parties. Once you go onto the ropes, you know, you were down. You know,
AJ. Now at this party, where was this party at?
This party was at the Morehouse.
The Morehouses. This is
St. Mary's Park. This is where AJ lived on 49th Street.
That's where AJ lived at. Yeah, him and Love Dog was over there.
Hey, can I tell you something real funny?
At that party, was it mad? It was mad black people in there.
It was nothing but. It was nothing but.
Nothing but.
Nothing but. And in the dark, see me? I look like I was black too.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? They keeping it funky.
He said it was nothing but.
They keeping it funky, and that's what's up. They keeping it official because that's exactly what and they like the original Spanish dude that was in there. Again, everybody goes to Hurt or DJ Cass. Cass. And Cass was talking about, like where I put in my other video, you want to go back and reference to that. But my other video when Cass was talking about, you know, he had some Spanish cats running with him. That's exactly who he talked about with the whip. You feel what I'm saying? So again, with the whip said I was carrying the crates for him. Every single one of them literally said that they came, and it was already jumping. It's already jumping because we had already created. Now, let me get into this, brother. Again, the 1971, the culture of the 1974. There we go. It says before Focus putting the breaks together.
Right. And so when we were doing the break beats, if it wasn't for the culture, we wouldn't be able to get on the set. Because you had to be down, and they used to have this saying, if you're not down, get the fuck from behind the ropes. You see what I'm saying? In other words, Mario was already coming outside, all right? So by him letting us put these cranks on his turntable and doing it, that's what became the music of hip hop. You see what I'm saying? So it was bad enough when he would come out. People just like how you hear the music now, people would come all over because the sound system was crazy. Another thing is too, yes, in the beginning of hip hop, Mario, no, not just one person had a set. It's like that now. Like I got a humongous Terradome set by myself now, but this is after years and years and years of collecting and getting stuff and doing it. And that's what my career is. I don't do nothing else but DJ. So back in the days, yeah, we had the piece equipment. Somebody would buy speakers, somebody would buy the amps, somebody would buy one turntable, somebody would buy the other turntable. You know, this was in the project. This is the 70s. So it wasn't abundance of money like the way it is now. So that's why it was pieced together. But when it did get pieced together, that's what the outcome was. That's what the sound system was. Anybody will tell you, anybody from back in the day say, yo, if Mario did a jam, you can hear Long Road, you can hear Westchester Avenue, you can hear it all over.
Just like a little kid hear the ice cream truck and he run and go find it. Right. When we come out in the morning, we listen. We listen for the music. We follow it. We follow it right over here to Mario.
Yeah, Westchester.
See, that's funny because that's exactly what Rubie D was just saying. He said he heard the music, he seen a girl, and he walked with the girl over there and went into the party, followed the girl into the party. Exactly what Rubie D just said.
savage. You can hear it over because in the park it echo. And that's just like when I just did this jam on Saturday. People would tell me, yo, man, I won't watch Westchester Avenue. I hear it. It was over here. He heard it. You see what I'm saying? Because that's how we get down.
All right, so what about hip-hop fashion? You, Green-Eye, y'all always about hip-hop fashion.
We was fine. We had lemonade. We had we had marshmallows. We had ribs. We had the Playboys. We had hustlers. We had the Desert Bulls. We had the AJ Lester Quarterfield. We had the AJ Lester Mocknecks. We had the AJs. We had the AJ. We had the.
And I was bringing hip hop, the style, the music, the charisma, the diamonds. That was me.
Still there, you know what it is. The Muppet joints on. I keep it 100. Nobody has these. Nobody has these. They don't exist.
You, Green-Eye, y'all always about hip-hop fashion. So I don't know if it carries over like it should, because I think a lot of people, first impression of hip-hop was Africa Bambaataa, Soul Sonic Force, Grandmaster Flash, and the Furious Five, and they was dressed like Bootsy Collins. They was dressed like Funkadelic.
And again, another brother on my thing tried to make it seem like that fashion wasn't an element of hip hop, and it definitely was. I don't know what reason, but he about to speak on it, so.
Or people in the village, or whatever they was dressed like.
Because you gotta understand, that's later on.
And that's people's first impression of hip hop.
And that's what you
right. But that wasn't what the children in the street was wearing.
Right, exactly. We're ready for this. We're ready for this. What we just can't miss.
Just can't miss.
What we just can't miss.
With a beat like this.
It's the joy. The body, body, rock. 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 The body, body, you gon' see. You're back to your beat. You're not shot. Exactly. So, in other words, well, I'm gonna tell you why Bam did the cosmic stuff, because Bam at the time was into Parliament and was into, stuff like that. But if you notice that that's the time of like the second acid go round. You see what I'm saying? In the 60s there was an acid go round, and then the later 70s there was like an acid go round. Now when I say acid, I mean like mescaline trips, mushroom trips and stuff like that. The psychedelic trip. You know what I'm saying? So going to being able to go to a different country and being able to get on these trips or whatever, that's what brought it on. That's one thing. Number two, when the other people got a hold and took advantage of us, that was one thing that made them feel like they were secure if they feminized us. Okay, so that homo, and I'm gonna just say it on the video, that homo thing went around. So I never did it. I never wore none of the boots, nothing. None of my crew never did none of that. Nothing. None of my crew never did none of that. You know what I'm saying? We've always been just like the way we are, British walkers, and then when we was DJing, hustlers, valleys, stuff like that, So we never got into that type of look. But if you look at it really now, it really looks gay. They had the tight leather pants on and a shirt cut here. Oh man, that's some gay shit. You know what I mean? And so we wasn't into that shit. And so that's a lot of reason too why a lot of us, the originators, we kind of like let that just go, like, hey, when the crack era came in, it was different. It was different. We didn't get down like that. So that's why we're not etched in or whatever. And also, like I said on other things, back when we were doing it, we were totally protected, just like about Saturday. Who was there? Black Spades was mad there. And so another thing too I want to say is that I heard a comment about Black Spades being old senior citizens and having diabetes right now. Listen, the same way any group gets older, right, there's always the younger generation following right behind them. Right. So we still got baby Spades now.
The old party. Look how the dancers come back. They basically doing the Harlem Shuffle. If you really look at it. Because that's what they try to say. It started from the extending the break beat, right? That's what they try to say. It started from extending the break beat, but it didn't. And again, we're not saying that Latinos didn't help influence the culture, but you didn't create it. Again, all of them, even Crazy Legs with the b-boying and the breakdancing and stuff. Again, he even said and admitted on the Star Report that he um he just brung in the whole spinning on your back and your elbow and all of that. He brought that element into it. You get what I'm saying? It all brung something that made it better. We ain't gonna lie. We gonna give you that, but we not gonna give you the whole creation. And you notice how Rubie D and what Dude was saying was actually, in alignment with each other. And also, you notice how he was talking about how they were trying to um, uh, homo, like make the whole dressing like it was gay. Like they try to make same way they doing rappers right now. Same way they got them dressing in dresses. You was trying to do that even back in the early days. Again, to try to demasculinize, masculinize the black male. You always try to do that. You always try to do that to us to make yourself feel secure about your masculinity. But we had all the style, all the flavor. Again, when you talk about even when you talk about hip hop and how it got started, and like when people try to say it was a Jamaica influence or it was a Latino influence, like even when you listen to the words that was being said back then, like God, you know, just all the little rap words, like, you know, I can't even think of some of them right now, but like everything was influenced from black people. Just even think about Bambaataa and how he was rapping, because a lot of people like to go to Bambaataa, right? Think about Bambaataa was on some conscious stuff. He was getting that from the Clarence X and them. He was getting all that God body stuff from Clarence X and them, who was foundational Black American. Everything you got was influenced through us. Y'all wasn't saying Bumba Clyde and all that. You feel me? Even if you was Jamaican, like you wasn't bringing that element to hip hop because you wasn't influenced by that. None of your words or whatever Spanish words they even say, pape, whatever. I wasn't saying none of that. Cabron. You wasn't saying that. None of that is implemented in hip hop because if you really influenced it like that, those you would see your culture in it. You don't see none of your culture in it. All of our words are the words that's being said, right? It's all the words that's like um all the lingo, everything that was even in hip hop back in the day. Yes, yes, y'all. Like all that is like our lingo. You feel what I'm saying? Mic checker, microphone checker, like that's all us. Y'all wasn't saying y'all didn't have the lingo. Y'all didn't have any of the style, the clothes. Like, come on, man, let's be for real. All this came from foundational Black Americans who created it, and y'all actually helped, right? Again, all the even right now, the lingo, trap, um, ah, all this stuff comes from us. Y'all culture don't be saying none of that. Feel me? The trap stuff came from people down south, bandos. You just name the word, even though that's like I have a whole other issue with all that, right? Again, let me tell you something that's like a little bit off topic because this even had to do with the old video I did with PNC Rock and PNB Rock, excuse me, PNB Rock recipe. Um, like yo, you notice that a lot of people who be like, yo, he was lacking, he was this, he the ops got him, or this nigga snitching, or whoever. No, I'm not saying they were saying he was snitching, but I'm just saying I'm just using lingo that people. You notice that these people are people who work 9 to 5. People who talk like this and be talking that type of stuff don't even be street people. It's like, man, you a goddamn RN. Yo, you are a CNA. Fam, you work at the goddamn factory. You work doing construction. You an electrician. Why are you talking about, man, he's snitching, man? Yeah, he is snitch. He is this. Like, what are you talking about? Like, nigga, you a 9 to 5er. This is like you shouldn't even be talking like this. But that's just a whole other issue, man. But yeah, man, like for real, all the lingo, I just got into that because I was saying bando and all that stuff, and it just kind of reminded me of that. But yeah, like every element of hip hop, graffiti, you name it, all started from us, man. All the tagging, all of that, man. Come on, man. Only we. It's like he said when Lord Jamar was talking about when Son said they created the little button on it. Where did you get that from? Foundational Black American. You see what I'm saying? You can use a light switch. You can use like, yo, he just said, yo, this person will buy this piece of equipment. This person will buy that piece of equipment. Then they will all get together, and then the amp, the microphone, the speakers, like every person would bring a little piece to the table because they didn't have no bread like that back then. So again, all this was getting pieced together. You feel what I'm saying? So like, man, listen, foundational Black Americans, even when you get to the graffiti, like the airsoft things, stuff like that wasn't even made for that. You feel me? We turned things into something. You feel me? We were innovative, even on this just the straight when you just talk about what Black people created in this world. Foundational Black Americans at that. We're not talking about any other type of Black people. We're talking about foundational Black Americans. So we got the most inventions on the planet. On the planet. It ain't another ethnicity of people, lineage of people that got more um inventions than foundational Black Americans, bro. And I'm gonna say the most we was doing it was in the era where you was hanging us if you knew how to read. If you knew how to read. Absolute facts. Absolute facts. The era where y'all was doing us the dirtiest was the era when we was coming up with some of the most innovative shit. Come on, dog. Come on, bro. You name it, nigga. Y'all wouldn't even be on this right now, bro. We get the internet for a black man created the internet. A black man created that cell phone. You feel what I'm saying? And that was just a whole other thing when they be talking about that. Is who created hip hop, and they start saying, "Oh well, you wasn't there. You you wasn't there in 1971. You not from New York. Like, that don't mean you can't talk about it. Why y'all New York dudes and cats be always thinking that's another word. That's another word too. Son, yeah, son. Like all of that is black slang, but bro, Shout out to New York too. You already see what I'm repping. You already see what I'm repping. But man, y'all, I'll give y'all the fashion thing, but y'all be acting like y'all are just like, bro, this shit is mind boggling to me. Almost every person that argues that's from New York is just like, yo, you can't. Where you from though? Like, nigga, just because I'm not from New York don't mean I can't talk about rap, nigga, or who created rap. I get it. I'm getting my shit from the OGs that was there. I ain't you act like I'm listening to some nigga that's 26 years old and he from Arkansas or something. But even then, who says he can't know his stuff? That's like that's like me telling you, yo, you can't tell me about slavery or the Underground Railroad. You not from down south. You wasn't born back then. Like, what do you mean? So you can't break that down because you from New York, nigga. Get the hell out of here. Cause that be a lot of people argument. A lot of people be from New York be always saying that, man. Shout out to my people from New York. My dad from New York, man. He from Brownsville, Brooklyn, and my sister from East New York, man. Like, for real, y'all Yorkers are funny as hell, bro. They so cool motherfuckers, but they funny as hell when it comes down to like this whole rap thing and like you if you not from New York, you can't speak on that. But again, man, shout out to everybody. If you new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Definitely smash that like button, man. Get them likes up. This that's yo, the algorithm is everything on YouTube, family. It's everything. And I appreciate everybody who's here with me today and taking the time out to definitely taking your precious time out to listen to me and support my channel. Man, that shit is greatly appreciated. We almost at 300 subscribers. Yo, it literally took me like a year. I almost stopped doing this shit because I was just like, man, ain't nobody. It wasn't moving nowhere. Yo, literally, like, it took me about a year to get to 100 subscribers. Literally took me a year to get to 100 subscribers. I was like at 40. I remember I was at 40 something for a long time. I'm like, damn, people don't ever be subscribed to my channel. Then, that did one video and boom, got just a whole plethora. So again, anybody who got a YouTube channel, man, just stay consistent. At the end of the day, listen, man, and I speak positive stuff. That was one of the other reasons. A friend of mine was like, man, who cares, dog? As long as if somebody listening to you, bro, they want to hear what you got to say, man. Just keep saying it. So again, I appreciate everybody who supports my channel. I appreciate everybody who subscribes and that's watching me and listen to what I gotta say, man. That shit is therapy to me, man. It really makes me feel good to know that people engage with me and support me, bro. That shit really be making me feel good. I ain't even gonna hold you. So I thank y'all. I'm gonna let y'all go again. My Spanish brothers and sisters, my Jamaican brothers and sisters, we are not saying that you did not contribute to hip hop. We just saying that you didn't create it. We still love y'all and appreciate everything y'all brought to the table. Because some of y'all brought some stuff to the table, man. We're not even gonna hold you. But yeah, we just not trying to let certain people because and again, this ain't all y'all. Fat Joe just came out of his mouth saying some crazy wildness. Busta Rhymes came out of his face saying some crazy wildness like Black Americans don't got a culture. Dog, you ate off our culture. Busta Rhymes, you ate off our culture, man. That is so disrespectful to say. It's not even funny, man. That shit not even funny. That's like, yo, that is crazy. To sit there and all the things that you had from your house to your car, you got from hip hop, man. From Black American culture. Don't try to you don't try to play us like that, bro. That shit is so disrespectful and disingenuous, bro. That's sweet. But again, family, I'm gonna let y'all go. I ain't gonna make this long. I gotta get some work done. And I appreciate you again, man. If you ain't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you already subscribed, I appreciate you. Hit that notification bell too, so you know when I'm when my videos is popping up. And y'all have a good night, man. Stay blessed.